back. We're hearing from a civil rights attorney as questions continue to surround the death of former Buccaneers running back Doug Martin. Martin died over the weekend after being detained by police in Oakland, and investigators are now awaiting key information. Fox 13's Regina Gonzalez shares what we know so far and what's still unclear.
Well, this story is certainly still developing, and while we now know more about what happened in the hours leading up towards Martin's death, questions still obviously remain about how exactly he died. Police say the 36-year-old former Buck star was detained early Saturday morning in an Oakland, California neighborhood after a reported break-in, while his family also confirmed he'd been struggling with mental health issues and they were trying to get him help. We know the victim inside that home called 911 to report a burglary. At the same time, Martin's mother also called dispatchers saying her son was having some sort of medical emergency and left his home disoriented. When officers arrived, they say they did find Martin inside a neighbor's home and detained him with a brief struggle, but he later became unresponsive while in their custody and died at a local hospital. As investigators now work to determine what led up to his death, civil rights attorney John Burris says the key components will be the autopsy and toxicology reports.
You need to find out from that what kind of drugs were involved, if any, alcohol and or drugs that would have contributed to behaviors. And there's always this question as a football player, as you know, whether or not there's CT issues involved, because I have seen down through the years that when we have men who happen to meet to early demise, sometimes it's a consequence of having some kind of brain damage that had been undiagnosed prior to their passing. So that could be a factor too.
Martin had quite a career. He was a first-round pick for the Bucs in 2012 and spent 6 of his 7 NFL seasons here in Tampa, earning 2 Pro Bowl selections and more than 5,000 rushing yards. He was later released by Tampa in 2018 after struggling with injuries, declining production, and a suspension. He eventually signed with the Oakland Raiders for one final season, teaming up with Marshawn Lynch in the backfield before retiring. The Buccaneers, who called him a fan favorite and made a lasting impact on their franchise, honored Martin as one of the top 50 players in team history during their recent 50-year anniversary celebration. Several units within the Oakland Police Department, as well as the state attorney's office in California, is investigating Martin's death. Meanwhile, his family is asking for privacy as they grieve and wait for answers. Back to you.